Authorized personnel only beyond this point.
There's another entrance right around the corner from you. You can't miss it. We'll, figure things out when you're here.
To these questions. So why do people expect the rebuilding of the atmosphere to happen so quickly? After all, it took almost 2 centuries to make it this way. I know. We're all impatient. With every passing day, every launch, Project Resolve evolves. Our process and research is ongoing. From manufacturing efficiency, payload distribution, chemical composition, even down to the recycling of materials. At Creo, our scientific staff labor day and night to improve and build upon the foundation of Jonah Gutenberg's original vision. No one has ever attempted what we're trying to do. Few discoveries allow us very science and technology. It is a huge task.
This is not a scheduled break time.
Warren? You seem to have a knack for ending up where you're not supposed to. How did you get into R&D? That's a restricted area. You need to leave before security shows up.
How are you holding up? You alright?
I don't know. I wasn't trained for this. Whatever happened has affected the whole network here. It's all linked. Every system is joined to another, and another. I'm scared. I'm just hoping someone in management can help us.
Okay, I'm on my way.
Get out of there as soon as you can.
Forgive me. Please, God, forgive me. Maddie. My little girl. She's gone. I don't know what to do. Please. Please help me find her.
Okay, calm down. Now, what's your name?
Alec. My name is Alec. Look, I just need to find her. She's all alone.
Hey, you alright? What happened?
I lost her. I lost my little girl, my sweet baby. We were attacked in the corridor and... I don't know, so fast. I got turned around, and now... I don't know where she is.
I'll try to find her, but I need you to calm down. Do you have any idea where she could be?
I don't know. Maybe my office? We didn't get far. She could have run back. This is the key code, please. Please, Maddie is all I have.
Guess you also have no idea what's going on in this place, right?
No, I thought it was just me. That something was wrong with my neural link. I passed out, but then I saw Maddie. She was terrified. And the hallways, the labs, all empty. It was like we woke up in a nightmare.
I'm sorry, but I have to leave you now.
I know, just... please. Find my little girl.
Log 2. Overnight, it's evolved. The dots have become structures. Thick black veins underneath my skin. Sclerotic. It's no longer human tissue, it's something else. I went up to Ops and took some samples from my lower right leg. The structures there are more developed. The area is completely numb. There was no need for anesthesia. Cutting into the overlying layers of skin, I removed several cubic millimeters of tissue. Analyses are still running.
Happy to help.
Whatever it takes. We will build a new Eden. A utopia for all. Does a garden bloom overnight? Was Rome built in a day? Why do people expect the rebuilding of the atmosphere to happen so quickly? After all, it took almost 2 centuries to make it this way. I know.
I must say I'm surprised management was able to send someone over for the inspection, given the, circumstances. Well, anyway, I'm Dr. Gene Barrett, project lead on Utopia, head of R&D. Apologies, of course you know all that. So, let's get straight down to business then. We'd hate to waste your time now, wouldn't we? Please, take a look around. You'll find everything's in order. I'll just prepare everything for our little chat.
I can't with good conscience continue. We need more time. But they say we always say that. Mainly because it's true. Utopia is a better solution in the long run. It doesn't have the side effects of resolve. Well, not exactly true. It has one large cataclysmic side effect. But instead of taking years, it's immediate. There's no stopping them though. Those people, those poor, poor people. We're meant to help them, right? That's our job. Otherwise, what's the point?
Clearance required.
Every launch. Every day your work benefits the future of mankind, and is one step closer to our goal. It is a huge task, but together we can do it. Whatever it takes. We will build a new Eden.
definitely getting there, but the shock to the brain, whether psychological or by surgical trauma, is still unpredictable. At worst, they're psychotic. At best, the mental capacity of a 2-year-old. I don't know which is worse. Once they're in that body, the power is truly frightening. The good news is that the organic-machine interface is working perfectly.
Please follow the emergency protocols and proceed to the nearest secure area.
Does a garden bloom overnight? Rome built in a day. We all know the answer. Why do people expect that rebuilding will be...
You're early. Well, good, good. Very efficient. Everything to your satisfaction. All smooth sailing here. On track, on time. Now, I'll just be with you shortly. I just need to take care of, well, you know.
Our scientific staff labor day and night to improve and build upon the foundation shown in Gutenberg's original vision. No one has ever attempted what we're trying to do. New discoveries and methods allow us to push the very boundaries of science and technology. Every day your work benefits the future of mankind, bringing us one step closer to our goal. It is a huge task, but together we can do it.
The issue with the nanites is persistent. I don't see why I'm the only one that's bothered by this. Theoretically, they will hold for the mission parameters. Program determination only starts after 24 hours, by which time they should have completed their assignment. But this is a problem because somewhere in there is a variable we haven't accounted for. Now, I want to be on record that I protest in the strongest terms about the use of the current nanite profile for live use.
like to welcome back Jonah Gutenberg, founder and CEO of Creo. Jonah, thank you for coming. It's always a pleasure.
Thank you, Don.
Now, usually it's me bugging your office to try and get a moment from your busy schedule. But today, you actually requested time with me.
That's right, and I appreciate you talking to me at such short notice.
No, thank you. You've obviously got something on your mind.
Yeah, and now I'm going to speak frankly here. Over the last few months, Creo has been viciously attacked by certain elements in the media. They've been propagating myths and inciting the public against Creo and Project Resolve.
Honestly, it's hard to believe. Why would anybody want to do that?
Don, you know as well as I. We know what it's like out there. They'd sell their own mothers for a headline, and that's what it's about. Make no mistake, they don't have any altruistic intentions here. It's all about the money. Sensationalism sells. These allegations of skyfracking, that Project Resolve is responsible for the increase in disease and disabilities over the last few decades? Garbage. Complete and utter garbage. Sorry. It's hard to keep my calm. What have these people done for humanity? Have they sweated and bled like we have at Creo? No. The personal attacks, I don't care. They can honestly say what they like about me, but against those that work here at Creo and the people behind Project Resolve, that's where I draw the line. The world was dying. Did anyone else step up to the plate? Did anyone else raise their hand? I invested all I had in Creo and Project Resolve because I want to invest in the future of humanity.
Unfortunately, this story is all too common with the so-called press and left-wing media. They'd rather make up a story than follow the facts. But what about the people and the growing sentiment that we should be looking for another solution to Earth's problems?
The people? They will point their gaze to whichever way the wind blows. It's in our history. No matter how many times visionaries throughout the centuries have worked for the betterment of mankind, they've been demonized, roasted alive as heretics. There is no such thing as gratitude from the masses. You must work for the species and yourself, or not at all.
Thank you for your time. Always a pleasure to hear you speak.
I'm sorry if I got a little carried away, but I am passionate about my convictions.
I'd like to welcome back Jonah Gutenberg, founder and CEO of Creo. Jonah. Today, you actually requested time.
That's right, and I appreciate you at such short notice.
Warning. Assets have been
I'm
damaged.
going to speak frankly here. Over the last few months,
Potential
Creo has
security
been
breach
viciously
detected.
attacked by
Initiating
certain
loss
elements.
analysis.
They've been propagating myths and inciting the public against Creo and Project Resolve.
Honestly.
It's my daddy. Daddy told me not to talk to strangers.
So, you're Maddie, then?
Yes? How'd you know my name? Did Daddy send you?
I'm Warren. Your, dad sent me. He's really worried. Why didn't you call out to him?
Because then he would have found me. Don't you know how to play hide and seek? Is he angry with me? I'm sorry. I'll contact him, so he can come and get me.
Are you alright? What happened to your leg?
Daddy and me played hide and seek with the others. They weren't fair. They hit me when they found us. But I hit them back, and they ran away. I wasn't fast enough to catch them. They didn't play fair. I don't like them.
I have to go now. Be a good girl and stay here so your dad can find you, okay?
Okay.
I'd like to welcome back Jonas Gutenberg, founder and CEO of Create. Jonah. We will build a new Eden, a utopia for all.
I followed some people to R&D, kept out of sight. I was too scared to get too close. They were blitzing anything that moved. They looked normal, but you just can't tell. Once I got to R&D, I could see why they were so angry. That's the first time I've peeked behind the curtain here at Creo. And I wish I hadn't. Resolve is a lie. That's now obvious. But it gets worse. They've got some weird Frankenstein cybernetics program going on here. It's just horrible. If the media ever got hold of this. There's a bunch of nanite research here too, and I'm not sure what that's about. And she's still bugging me to find the board, and this has made up my mind. They've got some explaining to do.
Does a garden bloom overnight? Was Rome built in a day? We don't know the answers to these questions. Why does it happen so quickly? After all, it took almost 2 centuries to make it this way. I know. After all, it took almost 2 centuries to make it this way. I know. Every passing day, every launch, project is manufacturing efficiency, payload distribution, chemical composition. Creo. They day and night to improve and build upon the foundation of Jonah Gutenberg's original vision. No one has ever attempted what we're trying to do. New discoveries and methods allow us to push the very boundaries of science and technology. Every day your work benefits the future of mankind, bringing us one step closer to our goal. It is a huge task. whatever it takes. We will build a new Eden.
Date unknown. Dr. Lawrence Murphy, beginning observation. They're inside me. I can feel them. I've already begun to notice the first changes. The skin on my right leg is burning and itching. The texture appears to be changing. There are small black dots underneath, swollen and hard. Necrosis. I could try to stop the process, remove the corrupted areas, but I believe it's already too late, and they're within my internal organs, mutating me at a cellular level.
Clearance required.
We all know the answers to these questions. Why do people expect the rebuilding of the atmosphere to happen so quickly? After all, it took almost...
Now I see the reason you're here. A purge. Is that the game? Dispose of me like Chavez? But I assure you, it's just growing pains. A little more time. But no, everything has to happen now. It must be perfect, or at least pretend to be. I won't let you destroy our only hope, just because it offends their delicate constitutions.
Communication from Mary Shaw. Name doesn't ring a bell? I'm sure. It's Michael Shaw's sister. Candidates for the program were meant to have no family or friends. This is on your head. I expect this situation dealt with quickly and quietly.
Lab 02 locked.
Stay where you are. He might still be around. He's playing with us. Playing.
Lab 12 locked.
Don't let him fool you. He could be anywhere. It's always science that gets the bad rap, isn't it? I took the initiative. I came up with a solution. Didn't see anyone else raise their hand after resolve. I won't take that, you know. Years of toiling for the good of mankind. All that. Somebody had to do dirty work. They were too afraid to get their manicured little hands dirty.
Access to Lab 02 granted.
Having a good snoop around, are we? I'm afraid I can't allow that. A little too old for hide and seek, aren't we? Come out, wherever you are.
You've trusted me this far. We all want the same thing. We've looked at other ways, and there's always going to be risks. Utopia works guaranteed. I know the board is balking at the figures, but think of it as cleaning house. Problem solved within 1 generation. It'll just be a much smaller one than previously estimated, but that's a good thing. We've been worrying about what to do with overpopulation for almost 100 years.
Lab 01 unlocked and open.
If you don't stop sneaking around, my friends here might think you're up to something. devouring the sheep, or the hunter murdering its cubs in their lair.
Attention, please. Contingency protocol for asset preservation.
An inquisitive mind. That's the spirit. And besides, things without all remedy should be without regard, right? What's done is done.
What the hell is this freak show?
This freak show, as you call it, is my legacy and the future of human life on Earth. You failed to see, or maybe you chose not to. But I'm trying to save mankind here. Not just the species. No, I'm trying to save all of us. We're flawed, incomplete. We're not yet prepared to re-enter paradise, you see. We wouldn't survive. My Homo Machinalis could change that. They are the living proof that we could be more than human. We, all of us, could fill the world of tomorrow. Ascended beings in a new utopia.
So what about Utopia?
Let me put the record straight. Unlike Resolve, which will exterminate us slowly and painfully over generations, my nanites do a quick and clean job. I've minimized the suffering, a fresh start, a clean slate for those that remain. If that concerns you now, then you shouldn't have tried and stopped my little pet project. Anyway, I'm sure you'll be safe. Go on. Go smoke a nice fat stogie and watch the apocalypse from your glass tower with the rest of them.
So, these tin men are supposed to be our future?
Not pretty, is it? But the truth rarely is. Just think of it as an upgrade to survive the world of Utopia. Our meat machines are inadequate. We won't make it unless you hightail it back to your master's tower. We have the will to survive as individuals, but as a species, we need a push. There's no winning without sacrifice. I just wanted a level playing field to create a utopia for all.
You're sick.
Oh, you moral crusaders. Always the first to swing the sword from the little corner of self-righteousness. Chavez was exactly the same. Always beyond reproach, even when the first reports on Resolve came in. I don't claim to know the one truth, because there isn't one. Everybody takes sides, and always their own. Good, evil, all nonsense and totally subjective. Just children's stories. As we grow older, mortality beckons, and so we reach for the divine. Same fairy stories, different binding. The individual must be prepared to sacrifice himself for the many. The species is what's important.
So you know what's going on here?
I'm honored by your assumption, but even I have my limits. I do know a mob stormed my labs and my colleagues are either dead, dumb, or simply gone. So much for security. And what's the board doing, Still twiddling their thumbs over the launch of Utopia? I submitted my final analysis weeks ago, and I'm still waiting. We need people who can make decisions around here.
What about Chavez?
Yes, what about her? Not seen since she threw a tantrum and got kicked out of my labs. But still, wonderful woman. And an extraordinary scientist. An incredible intellect. Kind-hearted and so ambitious, you have to admire a fighter. But Resolve didn't work. We needed to act and act fast. And I had the solution. It's just a shame her ego got in the way of her career.
I think you've got me confused with somebody else. I'm not working for the board.
Maybe you are. Maybe you're not. What difference does it make now? This place is going straight to hell, and we're going with it. Or we're already there, and didn't even notice.
I think we're done here.
In that case, if you don't mind, Inspector, I need to get back to work. Terribly important things to do. Terribly important. Please! No! Ah!
Mark Dean, a perfect candidate for the program. We pulled him off the streets and put him to work in recycling a couple of weeks back. He's a complete zero. We even DNA typed him to outside databases. No living relatives. He's so happy to have a place to sleep and 3 square meals a day, he'll happily sign the consent forms.
Warning. Security breach detected. Unauthorized implementation of contingency protocol confirmed. Attention. Security forces have entered this sector. For your own safety, please comply with all official requests while the area is being secured.
I know. We're all impatient. But with every passing day, with every launch, Project Resolve evolves. Our process of research is ongoing. Manufacturing efficiency, payload distribution, chemical composition, even down to the recycling of materials. The CREO, our scientific staff, labor day and night to improve and build upon the foundation shown in Gutenberg's original vision. No one has ever attempted what we're trying to do. New discoveries, methods allow us to push the very boundaries of science and technology. Every day,
Security forces under attack.
One step closer to
Requesting backup.
it is a huge task.
Echelon 9 team members, please fall back and proceed to the executive floors.
We will build a new Eden, a utopia for all. As a garden grew overnight, was Rome built in a day? We all know the answers to these questions. Why do people expect the rebuilding of the atmosphere to happen so quickly? After all, it took almost 2 centuries to make it this way. I know. We're all impatient. With every passing day, with every launch, Project Resolve evolves. Our process of manufacturing efficiency, payload distribution, chemical composition, even down to the recycling of materials. The CREO, our scientific staff, labor day and night to improve.
This is not a scheduled break time.
It's gonna be okay. Daddy'll make it better.
It's okay, Daddy. Please don't be sad.
No, it's not okay. I should have been there. I missed you so much, Petal. I missed you so much.
I missed you too, Daddy.
Oh God, you made it. Thank you. Thank you so much. You don't know what this means to me. To have her back, hold her again. They broke her leg. Those bastards broke her leg and I can't help her. I don't have anything to make it better.
What do you need to, patch Maddie up?
I don't know, it looks really bad. I'll have to reconstruct it completely. The tools are not the problem, but I'll need another leg from a compatible source.
You'll get one. I'll see to it.
If there were more men like you, the world would be a better place.
So this is your daughter, huh?
Yeah, this is Maddie. She likes you a lot, you know.
You realize she's a robot, right?
She's my daughter. I'd be nothing without her. Maddie's all that's left of me.
I should leave. Take care now.
You too.
Warren, get out. We can talk later. A large security force is moving in on your position.